comes with it. All we added is a little twist of lemon on the side. And then here on the end, you can go for the jerk tilapia, which is not spicy. I have had all of these on the air before. That also comes with the rice that you see underneath it. $59.62. And the gentleman himself, Mr. Bobby Chez, the man you know from reinventing crab cakes to you at home, is joining us today on QVC.
Hi.
How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Glad to be back.
I am so excited that these are back because they completely blew my mind in flavor when I had them on air the first time.
Well, we're glad to be here, and we're proud of what we have here because it gives you an easy way to prepare a meal without doing all the preparation. You can do fish in the house. You don't smell any fish. You don't smell it when you take it out of the bag and put it on your plate. Fresh fish has no smell.
Right, and what I like about this too is that you're getting so much food. It's 12 ounces for your serving because the rice and everything is included. This is an easy way of doing a restaurant-style dish. Very easily.
You get food like this in a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's white tablecloth food. You have the honey bourbon salmon over the brown rice.
Right.
You have now these are two, or you could do like a buffet. These are two bags each.
So you could cook up more than one package.
Yeah, people can have a buffet like Chinese style, but it's it's seafood.
Love it. So
we have the jerk tilapia with the red beans and the white rice,
which is beautiful. I've had all of these before, and they are all incredibly delicious. It's one of the reasons they sold out when they were on air the first time.
What this cooking for chefs for years have used sous vide, which it means in a vacuum in French. And basically, you put your food in a bag, you seal it, and you vacuum it, and then you just take it from the freezer into a pot of boiling water, and in 15 minutes you have a complete meal.
So I don't need to thaw this. It comes to me frozen, and if I feel like having a delicious meal within 15 minutes of the water boiling, I am eating.
And you just take a pair of scissors, and you cut the bag.
And everyone is already ordering more than one, just to let you know. Watch this. This is so cool. The whole thing is in the bag.
And look, the sauce, the shrimp, the broccoli, and the white rice is there.
Delish.
I mean, how can you beat this?
So delicious. Look at this. I mean, if you want to, you take it out of the bag. It already looked good just coming out of the bag. And then if you want to just sort of make it even prettier and sort of, if you're putting it in front of the...
Yeah.
Put a little parsley.
Piece of lemon, whatever. You can garnish it. And what's even nicer, say you're not really that hungry and you and your husband, especially when you're older like me, you don't eat that much. Right. Even though I appear to be a good eater.
But you know what? Your appetite does change, yes.
This is a bag of shrimp split in half. And you have shrimp, and this is only 240 calories with the whole bag. So you're eating a meal here for about less than 200 calories each for a complete dinner meal for 2 people. It's so
delicious. I agree with you. It's so delicious. You know what? My husband and I would probably split this because we do like to share the plate with vegetables and some other things because the rice is already included. So one package for my family, my husband's 6 foot, almost 4. So he's big and he's got a hearty appetite. This would be good, the one package for the 2 of us to share. So this is the shrimp, and the shrimp is just delicious, and I love that it's perfectly cooked. By the way, just a few hundred now to go around in the shrimp. I remember that was one of the first to disappear last time. What are you plating this time?
Here we have our salmon with a honey bourbon sauce over brown rice, which is very nice. If you love salmon, you're going to enjoy this. It's moist, it's delicious, has a little bit of honey bourbon sauce. It's not too sweet, and
love it.
You know, when our first batch that because we sold out, is that we had some problems with the bags. The bags have been corrected, so let's not worry about the bags.
Wonderful.
So now you have a great meal with the shrimp over the rice and mandarin oranges and roasted red peppers and broccoli. We have the salmon over the brown rice with a honey bourbon sauce.
And the salmon is so beautiful because there's a little bit of that sweetness, but the bourbon is also rich at the same time. And the texture of the brown rice really gives it a beautiful texture underneath.
It doesn't overpower it, no, you're right.
And then there is the jerk tilapia. And I remember last time I thought to myself, wow, isn't jerk seasoning really spicy? But it is not. This is full of flavor, and we have fewer than 100 remaining in the jerk tilapia.
Because we know that, people, we look at the reviews and we watch what people ask for, and they said, we don't want too spicy.
Right.
So we made this jerk tilapia with just enough spice to be jerk style, but yet it's not that hot. It's not that spicy hot.
And this is the cool part. It's in the bag. So you boil it in the bag from frozen, and just the way Bobby Chez is doing right now.
And that's it. I mean, there's nothing to do.
He just released it from the package, and look at this enormous piece of tilapia, and then the rice is already right there just underneath it.
The roasted red pepper, the kidney beans, and the white rice.
Look at that. And then you can just, before you serve it, before you put it to the table, you can just fluff up the rice if you want to. It's completely up to you.
What makes this special is the sous vide style of cooking.
Yeah, wait, look at the tilapia. Wait, look at how beautiful beautifully
Nice
cooked
and white,
this
flaky
is.
fish.
It's white, it's delicate, it's flaky, and tilapia is one of those places where even if you've got people in your house that maybe they're not so sure about fish, this is the most mild, buttery, flaky way to start.
I love tilapia. And that's why I decided to put that on first with one of our entrees.
Okay. This is hot, so I want to be careful with this one.
And what's nice, Sharon, just say your husband's late, he's caught in traffic. This can sit in the water for 15 minutes and it won't overcook.
Really?
So you don't have to worry about taking it out of the oven. Oh, it's going to burn. And then, also, it's hot when you serve.
Right, right. So I love that. I love the fact that if the timing isn't just right and it's like you think someone's going to be home and you're planning the dinner and then you get the text or the phone call, I think I'm running 15 minutes late, or I had to stop at the store, or there's traffic, you can keep it warm in the bag before you even plate it and do that immediately right before they walk in the door. So I want to remind you of your choices. You're getting
Well, let me
6
show you
of
this.
them.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
Here.
right. How it's
This
packaged.
is how it comes frozen to you. In the
So this
packet,
one's the
that's
salmon.
the salmon.
So the bourbon salmon, you can see the salmon is on the top, and then I'm going to flip it so that way you can see there's your rice that's on the back.
The
so
brown
you
rice
get
with
all
honey
of it.
bourbon sauce.
Right.
And then we
Here's
have the
shrimp. And this has the mandarin oranges and the roasted red peppers. Shrimp, again, is last call. And all of these sold out the last time they were on the air back in January. So that's the shrimp. Now we're
And then our
switching
jerk
again.
tilapia with the red beans and white rice.
There's the jerk tilapia. This is also last call. So this may fly out the door again, because don't forget, you're getting technically 6 servings. So 6 of these in the package are coming home to you. There's a lot of food in each one of these. If this is a 12-ounce
12
serving,
ounces, yes.
if you split it with someone in your household, that's already 6 ounces each. And then if you share the plate with extra vegetables or salad, you could get up to 12 servings out of this if it's you and your sweetie. So this is the bourbon salmon with the brown rice. Here is the shrimp with the broccoli and the rice that has the mandarin oranges. So this one is also just a little bit sweet. So the two that are slightly sweet are
This
this
is the teriyaki sauce.
the teriyaki sauce. And then also right here on the end, we have that tilapia, and this is with the jerk seasoning that has a really good flavor without being too spicy, and then you get the red kidney beans in there as well. The only way in which we really change these plates is by adding just a little twist of lemon on the side, but this is exactly what comes in your package.
That's it.
$59.62. So if you break that down for those 6 servings, it would be less than $10 a serving if one person were eating the whole package. It would be less than $5 a serving if you were splitting that between 2 people. So for a restaurant dish,
It's wonderful, and
It's
with
great.
the sous vide cooking, and in the bag, all right, you keep the nutrients in. They don't evaporate
Right.
into the pan or go through the grate or evaporate in the air. They
Right.
stay in the bag. The moisture stays in. It doesn't dry out. There's many advantages to the sous vide cooking, and that's why we decided to bring it to QVC, because this is just a wonderful item, and we're going to bring many more of these to QVC, because this is just the beginning. But once you see it, it's so easy. Just cut the bag open and serve it.
and by the way, it is deliciously moist. That is a word that escaped me when I was describing these earlier. The rice is moist and flaky. I can't stand dry rice. It is so moist. The fish, the shrimp, they're moist. In the combo, if you want to go for the combo, you get to try all of it. So if a particular choice sells out for you, in the combo you get 2 of each. 2 in the jerk tilapia, 2 in the bourbon salmon, and then 2 in the shrimp with the broccoli. So that last time I think was actually one of the first to go, because everybody wanted
Right.
to try everything across the board. So M46891, the jerk tilapia is now sold out. The shrimp and broccoli, fewer than 100 remaining. The bourbon salmon, 200 left to go around there. Just a few more than that in the combo. So you might want to stay on the line, because we don't currently have this on auto delivery, and then you can stock up. So nice to see
Thanks.
you, Bobby. Thank you
Good to see
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Glad to be
So
here.
you would probably love to give this a try, because it's one of the easiest dinners you'll probably ever make. Cushman's is in the house. Oh my word. That is such a gorgeous photograph that you see right there of those honey bells. Those are not oranges. If you want to see and maybe experience this, you could have been friends with me on my Facebook page and seen this before the show. Today, click on that link, and when you click on it, it takes you right to where you need to go to get them. And the great thing about that is that you could grab it before everybody else does, because this is the end of the season. The end of the season. So we're walking right into it, and the reason this is important is because this is a very short, sweet, delicious, magical season for this beautiful fruit known as a honey bell, and it starts really right before Christmas. It ends, I mean, this is the latest I think I've ever seen it. I remember a time when we could only go into the middle of January, but here we are in the middle of February, but this is truly the last of the last. This is new this week. We were going to say it was the only week presented on the air, but I do not believe we are going to have this on the air after today. The price goes